Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Thor issue number 10. Did you guys see my King in Black issue number 1 review? Remember how I was talking a little bit of crap about the Thor comic book? I was like, yeah, I think that he's just making stuff for Jason Aaron. He's not making stuff for all of us because it's just really not nearly as good and blah, blah. Yeah, I feel like a dumbass now because this issue is actually really hot. I kind of wish I would have read this before I did that review. But then I'd probably have crappy audio on this video also, and I'm hoping that isn't the case. So anyway, guys, I really like this. Every single time that, and I went in this real like judgmental, like I'm not gonna like this. I'm waiting for it to get good. I'm waiting for it to get, Kate's, and it just hasn't gotten there yet. 10 issues in, I feel like all those guys who are like, "Hey, Professor Bill, you gotta watch manga." Well, excuse me, I mean anime. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I watched this episode that you told me to, the first episode, it wasn't good. And they're like, no, you got to get like 10 episodes in. Like, I'm not going to do that. And yet I will with a comic book, go figure. Every time that I started to come down on this, all of a sudden it explained things and it got great. I should probably tell you who made this book, right? Let's do that. So this issue is called Prey, part 2 of 6. There's going to be 6 parts to this? My God, man. Donny Cates is the writer, Nick Klein on art, Matt Wilson doing the color art, VC's Joe Sabino doing the letters and the design, and Oliver Coipel and Laura Martin doing the cover art. A couple of variant covers out there, so go enjoy. Stanley, Larry Lieber, and Jack Mother, effing King Kirby, baby. They created all of these characters for the most part. So anyway, what's his name? Donald Blake is sitting in front of a couple of weapons that are, kind of cool and stuff. Yeah, and then he starts tearing up parts of books and stuff, and he sees various versions of Thor in many different ways, including Thunderstrike, which is actually a very strange case, but it is what it is. I just got his toy. Hopefully I'll have all the other parts of that Build-A-Figure so I could show you guys this coming Saturday. Otherwise, it'll have to wait until I get them all because, stuff. And, the Build-A-Figure, Joe Fixit. Hey. Anyway, I like that he's sitting there and he's exploring everything. He takes down Jarl and he's like, "Hey, check out this big axe. I've got all of Thor's memories, so this stuff is really cool for me." And he goes over to the destroyer armor and he touches its 6-pack and it's like, "So, how do I turn you on again?" See, this was a great story, but I'm telling you, if Donnie really wanted to get me, he should have had freaking Loki inside the armor or hiding behind the armor saying, "Touch me lower." See freaking Donald Blake trying to reach for the destroyer G spot. Anyway, I'm going to move on. There turns out to be a big fight. The revamped Warriors 3 with Volstagg, the original member, and Lady Sif, an honorary member, and Beta Ray Bill, who's a member of any fighting team he wants to be on, damn it. They come in to stop him, and they don't really have the ability to stop him. See, at first I'm thinking to myself that when Donald Blake goes and throws Jarlbjorn at Sif, and she's just there, it's like, first off, she can see everything. First off, she is a freaking phenomenal warrior, probably second only to Thor, and Beta Ray Bill, but that's a different explanation. How did freaking Donald Blake get the drop on her? That doesn't make sense, but it's explained later, and I digs it. Every single time, like I said at the beginning of this video, that something would happen, I'd be like, does Donnie not know this character? Oh, I keep on reading. Okay, that was pretty good. I gotta admit, that was a good one. That was a nice comeback. That was a good catch. I'm digging this. Yeah, I got to the end, and I am so amped for the next issue right now. This is the stuff. This is why I read comic books. It's just, dude. I'm not here to start spoiling stuff. I am to say it made a freaking believer out of me. It is what it is. I know there's many people out there, it is what it is. Childish mentalities, You said something I don't like about something that I like, so you're what, disqualifying me? I'm not disqualifying anybody. You have your tastes, I have my tastes. Hey, I like Brussels sprouts. Not a lot of people like Brussels sprouts. I make a mean cauliflower and cheddar cheese what do you call it, melted meal thing, and like it's really good. It's yum yum yum, right? And there's a lot of people just ew cauliflower, ew. I'm good at making things and liking different things that you might not like. It doesn't invalidate what you do or don't like. It just doesn't. It's just my opinion, and I explain why. And if my reasons tick off something where you're like, oh, well, Bill comes from this school of thought. Therefore, I don't follow that school of thought. Therefore, I don't I don't think I make it hard for anybody, but some people just take things at face value, and there you have it. What this story did is this is only issue 2. And for us to already have an explanation as to why this is happening, who, what, when, where, why, and how much, because that matters too. We get all of that in this issue. And even though the first issue didn't really move me, I wasn't like, oh, Donald Blake is, but I'm just like, I have more questions than anything else, you know? But when I get to this issue and I see what's going on, and I bought the comic book, so I'm going to read it straight through, right? This was really good. Guys, when you get to the part in the back with the Rainbow Bridge, but not, I'm curious what a lot of you guys think about this, because I'm seeing that bullet ant. And good moment, good recall from the, what was that movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? The story of the bullet ant. It's little background stuff like that. It's noticing these things, it's remembering these things from a character's past, it's making up new things. These are the things that I think really drive stories forward, because you get to use this visual media. There was talk about a bullet ant before, and now, I don't know, maybe it's a fly. I don't know what the hell it is. But I'm imagining it's the bullet ant. Either way, seeing this story move forward, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this rainbow land that they're in. Because Donnie did something, and I'm talking about Donald Blake here. Donnie did something, and I'm not entirely sure what has happened. This is really good, though. Anyway, guys, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm more just impressed that this was a book that I didn't like, that I was just looking for any excuse to fall off of, and suddenly I'm like, no, I can't let this one go now. And I just hope it stays this way. You hit your stride, man. Keep running with this. That's all I can ask. And I'm out. Guys, go check out comicbookuni.com so you can check out my new website. Hey, and like the video, watch an ad. That's all I got for you. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.